Hello and welcome to QuickBooks. I wanted to walk you through a little bit of this Blackboard shell to get you ready for this summer session. The hard part about QuickBooks is just getting started. So whatever I can do to help you along that way, especially in this first week, I can do that. But please don't try not to get frustrated because it's just getting this QuickBooks program set up seems to be the hardest part of this whole course. So first I wanted to let you know that each week you'll get a to-do list for me. The first week is listed right here. You can open this document and it walks you through everything that you need to do for this first week to get up and running and started in this session. It also shows you what book to buy, and it'll walk you through how to learn this how to use this Labyrinth Learning eLab, which is what we use with this QuickBooks program. And that's where you're going to find all of your information. So if you have a second, I would print this document out, walk through it, because it will help you get started in everything. But right now I want to make sure you understand how the Blackboard shell is set up. So under announcements, that's where you'll get each and every week's to-do list and what to do. The second thing under syllabus, you'll find the syllabus, and then for your convenience, I've attached what most people find useful, and that's the when assignments are due, the course calendar. When you have a chance, make sure you run through this entire syllabus and read all the document to make sure you understand your expectations of the course. And also, make sure you read carefully. One issue that students usually have is that QuickBooks does not work on Mac computers. The Harper Library and Tutoring Center, and as well as some other computer labs on campus, have the programs installed. So you don't necessarily need a computer or even a place to download this because you can access that at the Harper campus. Some of the quick things I want to make sure we go over on the syllabus. First of all, my information. This is also available in Blackboard. Because of the summer session, I'm not on campus as often, so the best way to reach me is through email, and I promise to get back to you within 24 hours. If for some reason I am unable to do that, I will email you and let you know if I'm out of town or don't have access to email. Some of the other things on the syllabus that tend to get some questions are about the book, which I think you guys can find and read about, but also on the coursework. So there are weekly quizzes. For every chapter, you will get a quiz. These are open book, open note. Please take your time and do them. You only get one chance to do them, so make sure you look up those answers and get all those points. We'll have our weekly assignments, which are done in QuickBooks. And each of these assignments are worth 7 points. Each chapter has multiple assignments that you have to do for them. And then we'll have some discussion board, easy assignments that we just are trying to really look to help each other with. So once again, make sure you make the time to read through this full document. But getting back to the Blackboard shell where you will do most of your work. How to do an assignment is listed under this Assignments tab. That's where you have that week 1 to-do list. You have a week 1 quiz, which is just a quiz that lets me know that you've looked through everything you're supposed to and that you know when everything is due and how to access everything. So each week you'll have to read the chapter, and integrated into the chapter are these DYS assignments, or do-it-yourself assignments. These show you how to do each of these assignments while reading the chapter. It's helpful to download these and walk through them with your book as it gives you the answers. The only homework assignments you're graded on are these AYS assignments, or Apply Your Skills. This is what you will submit in eLab, and each assignment is worth 7 points. Then you'll have to do those chapter quizzes. So let me walk you through what this Labyrinth Learning eLab looks like. You can access it here by clicking on Labyrinth Learning eLab. Please go through this tab as this is specifically designed for our course. Now, when you get into your Labyrinth Learning, it should look something like this. You should have accessibility to all of these chapters. You're also going to find the assignments that I've assigned here. This is where you'll submit those. As you can see for chapter 1, there's 2 different assignments you have to do, as well as all the due dates. Once the due date is reached, these assignments will not be available anymore. Same thing with the tests. So make sure you are completing these timely and do not wait until the last minute to do these. So there is a quiz for each chapter. You'll click on tests to find those. Again, under content, that's where you're going to find the student exercise files that you'll need to complete each of these chapters. These files are downloaded into the QuickBooks program. Please download these portable files. This just takes up a lot less space and will save you a lot of time. Be sure to watch this getting started video. It'll only take a few minutes, but it's very helpful, as well as looking at how to install this QuickBooks program. All of this section right here, the getting started video, the installing the trial software, and how to download these student files, these are the most questions that I will get. And if you just watch these 3 things, I'm sure it will walk you through and you'll have a much easier time getting this QuickBooks program up and running. So we will go through Unit 1 as well as Unit 2 and Unit 3. So each of these chapters are in here, and you'll find in each chapter the learning objectives. They'll give you a PowerPoint. They'll give you other options, and as well as a self-study quiz. This is just a quiz you can do for practice. Once you're in eLab, and my view is a little bit different from yours, you will have the option to get to your ebook if that is the option that you chose to purchase. Your ebook is through a website called VitalSource. This is what it looks like in case you're wondering which kind you should buy. So the ebook goes through each chapter. Chapter 1, it has everything that you want to look for. These are those apply your skills, the homework assignments that you have to do. So this is where your ebook is. Again, it's called VitalSource Bookshelf, and there's a link to it in your eLab learning system. So hopefully that will be enough to get you started. If you do have questions, most people always have the same questions, and we can help each other with that. Because of that, if you go to your discussion board, which is right here in the Discussions tab, you can see a forum for student help. This is where you're going to help each other. I will not actively monitor this because I really want you guys to work together through this online class. Sometimes it's difficult, but most people can find how to fix something and help each other through it. So make sure you monitor this. You do have to post something and respond to somebody as it's worth points. It's not due March 10th. I need to change that. Also, in this first week, you need to introduce yourself so we can find something in common with somebody else and just know who we're working with. Your first introduction is due by June 5th. I want to make sure you're in Blackboard and have access to everything. And I want you to respond to your peers by June 10th. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, that should be enough to get you started. Thanks.